This midweek football report was brought to you by Simple Lubes of Greenwood. No time for an oil change? Simple Lubes will come to you. Simply call them at 992-4268.
Greenwood. We are back and better than ever, sitting here in my customary chair in the middle between two experts who claim to be experts. GTS reporters. I think y'all already know who we are by now. My name is Jonathan Gray, the sports host. James Spikes to my left, Stephen Miller to my right, same as usual. This is what we're playing for, guys. We had a tie last week between me and James. James claims I copied him. I feel like he copied me, obviously, because I picked Maryland over Clemson by 3. Nobody else out there saw that coming. James can say he did, but he really didn't. But anyway, and Steven over here, he stuck to his roots. But anyway, that's what we're playing for. We'll come back, hopefully this week somebody will get to put the crown on. But first, let's break down these games. GTS game of the week, guys. Going back to last week, I believe it was 96 versus McCormick. James, when you're looking at the 96 Wildcats, I know that McCormick in 96, historically, there's always been a blowout game for the Wildcats. Tell me some of the problems that McCormick has when they face 96.
The thing about McCormick is, like I said last week, they always have the size, the speed, and athleticism to beat anybody they play. It always comes down to heart and determination. Those are the two biggest factors of a football game, no matter who you're playing. Because you can be undersized and outnumbered, but if you got the heart and determination, you can beat anybody. And I feel like McCormick just never comes with the heart and determination.
96 moves on now. They're going to play a homecoming game. They're going to go out of the region this week, and they're going to Landrum. We'll get into that game a little bit later. Going over here to my right, Stephen, we'll get you involved in this little talk show here. Abbeville played, I think it was Crescent. It was a region game. It was at Crescent. The Panthers went on to have another blowout victory. It's just a week of blowouts here in the Lakelands. Stephen, when you're looking at the Abbeville Panthers against Crescent, was Crescent really just overmatched in this game? Abbeville just pretty much ran all over them?
Yeah, pretty much. Crescent, they've never really been known for football that much, but I think they've been improved over the years a little bit. But yeah, from the get-go, Abbeville was they were able to do something they haven't been able to do the last couple of weeks, and that was to come out and score early and often. The first play of the game from the Panthers 6 after Michael Tiller blocked the punt, they ran it in on the first play. Darrell Elmore got the start. He's back. And he played well. He had 2 touchdowns, ran for over 100 yards. Sammy Head, Mr. Enright has been stepping up over the last couple of weeks, but this week I really feel like Sammy Head was the guy who stepped up. He had 3 touchdowns for the Panthers, and the defense is playing well, led by Michael Tiller and some other guys who are all contributing, and I really think they're getting right back on track. I think, over the last couple of weeks, that they, even though they won, they still haven't played like the Panthers that we've known them to play, but I definitely think they're getting back, and I think they're going to be able to make a deep run into the playoffs, and I really see them going undefeated the rest of the way out. I think Pendleton is probably going to be probably the only team that really gives the Panthers a run for their money, but they got Walhalla this week, and Walhalla's 5-1, but I think the Panthers won't have too much trouble against them, so they're getting back on track. They're playing like the Panthers we know.
Abbeville, like you were saying, they're going to have a homecoming game. A lot of homecomings this week. A lot of winnable games again this week, where Abbeville is going to play Walhalla at home. Moving over to this side, let's come back home a little bit. Let's come back to the Greenwood area. We'll start with purple and gold. James, it seems like we come back every week and we say the Vikings, they showed a lot of heart, they showed a lot of determination, they played hard, they got the talent. So tell me, when you're looking at Emerald versus Pendleton, why aren't the Vikings picking up any victories right now?
Playing Pendleton was just a better team all around. And you just tell, like, they got to Pendleton. I congratulate the coaches from Pendleton for this one. They brought the score up and they were up by a lot. Yeah. They didn't try to tack on more points just to beat Emerald down. But the Pendleton was just a better team on that night. And I'm pretty sure they're a better team overall, but that night they were a better team.
when you're looking at the Vikings coming up, they do have some winnable games. So what are some of the things you do see from the Vikings that they are doing well that maybe they can carry over to these upcoming weeks?
Well, I see, like I've been saying all year, defense. The defense is doing pretty good. And when Posey gets back there and he actually has some time to survey the field, he has one of the best arms in the Lakelands. I'll put his arm against anybody in the Lakelands. I've seen him a couple bright spots against Pendleton. He had a 40 or 50-yard bomb across the field, and it was he just overthrew his receiver by maybe 2 or 3 feet. But he was on the run when he threw it.
Yeah. So
he was off balance and he threw the ball 40 or 50 yards across the field. It was a pretty good throw. And you can see him on the sideline warming up. He put him on the money every time. So I just feel like they give him some more time back there to throw the ball and they can really do some damage.
Okay, Emerald is going to start getting into some winnable games here. They face Crescent at home. This is going to be a homecoming game. We'll get into that game a little bit later. When we get into the picks, let's move over to Crosstown, Greenwood. The Greenwood Eagles squared off against a winless West Florence team last week. It was another non-region contest for the Eagles. Eagles went ahead, took care of business. 35-10 was the final score. Defense was lights out as usual, but now the offense, I'm kind of starting to like the offense again, guys. They're getting some players back. The backfield, they've gone to a spread option attack. They've got DJ Dunlap at quarterback. He's a capable runner. They got DJ Goodman. He's also a good runner. Had over 100 yards in the game, 3 touchdowns, the hat trick for football. And also they got Iran all night and day. Rand Etheridge at another running back position. He went over 100 yards and he only had about 8 carries in the game. So they are back and better than ever, like we say on this show. And they also got some key injured guys coming back too. Spearman Robinson, hopefully he can come back during the region play. The center, Chris Brown, he was injured this past Friday, but they're looking to get him back over the course of these next few weeks. Greenwood's looking very good. They're beginning to develop those weapons of mass destruction. I think they're really going to be able to make a deep postseason run if that offense can get up to the level the defense plays at. All right, and now moving over to Region 1A, we never want to forget about the Ware Shoals Hornets. They, took care of business. Another winnable game, another blowout victory, 34-14 over Calhoun Falls. James, I know you didn't go to the game, but I'm sure you heard about it from some of your Ware Shoals buddies over there. Talk to me a little bit about what the Hornets got coming up here. I know they play Dixie at home for a homecoming game this week. Any sense that the Ware Shoals is going to look past some of these games, looking forward to that 9-6 game?
They won't, because I know when I played, the coaches at Ware Shoals always preach take it one game at a time. And if they always say if you look past the game, that's the game that's going to come and bite you. And you don't ever want to get that one game and look back after the season's over with and be like, man, I was trying to prepare for this team, and I ended up getting beat by a team that we know we should have ran over. So they will be preparing for the week that's at hand.
Steven, you're a basketball guy. I know you play basketball. Talk to me a little bit about, I know coming over to the football side of things, I know in basketball you have some teams, and you're really in this stretch right here where you got games against teams that you're better than on paper. You should be beating them. So what's that mentality like in the locker room? What are players thinking about when you're supposed to beat a team? What's your biggest concern right there?
Well, a lot of times when you can beat a team, you sometimes don't play up to the level that you're capable of, and you kind of come in there with that mindset that, we're going to beat them, we're going to run all over them, and next thing you know, the underdogs are the team that have nothing to lose, so they come out ready to play, and like James said, it's about heart and determination sometimes that really can carry a team to a victory, no matter size or speed. A lot of times heart and determination plays a big role in that. So.
All right, and we got some more winnable games coming up. Week 7 of the Mid-Week Report. When we come back from commercial break, it's time, guys. It's time to get back on the right track here. It's time for me and James to go head-to-head, and maybe Steven can get into a little bit of the action here. He doesn't have Clemson playing this week, so he doesn't have to go to his roots. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to make the selections. We're going to make the picks.
This midweek football report was brought to you by Simple Lubes of Greenwood. No time for an oil change? Simple Lubes will come to you. Simply call them at 992-4268.